So we're live right now, reviewing offers with our clients.
What? Okay. All right. So we'll go over everything tomorrow or Tuesday, and just wait for a couple more offers. But this one looks like the strongest deal. I mean, pretty clean. I'm definitely going to call the lender and make sure it's strong on their end as well, and make sure it's not just like a pre-qual letter. It's actual like a pre-approval letter. You know. All right. Talk to you later. All right, bye.
All right, real quick. We're live right now on Facebook, Kaleo. So I just wanted to talk to you about what we're doing here on Sunday. We're grinding and reviewing offers with our sellers. So what did you just do? You were explaining something to one of our seller clients. How did it go in your opinion?
I think it went well. I mean, he's just very anxious just because we went live 4 days ago. We
went live on the MLS, not live on Facebook.
Yeah, live on the on MLS, and we received multiple offers, and it's getting to the point where he's getting a little overwhelmed because I'm, as soon as we get the offer, I'm sending it to him, and I'm just going through the entire the purchase agreement with him, and all the other offers, and telling him why certain offers are cleaner and stronger than others.
Yeah.
He's a little on the older side, so I'm definitely going to go ahead and he wants to see it in person. So Danny and I are going to go down to the house and give that service, the level of service that he expects and he wants,
And that could happen if you're older or younger, by the way. But
Yeah, you know what I meant.
So yeah, basically we're in a market right now, a seller's market in Las Vegas, where if we're listing a property, and we're usually listing it competitively at the higher end of the comps, especially if it's in decent condition. And from my understanding, with this particular listing, Kaleo did a huge job staging this house for this seller and getting it in a condition. In fact, advising this client on what he needed to do in order to get the most money for this property in their desired time frame. So not only did a lot of work go into this up front, but now we're at the point where we have actually listed this property, done our pre-marketing for this property, and now we're at the point where we're attracting multiple offers for our seller. And you mentioned earlier that that's been a little bit overwhelming for the sellers, which it's a good thing, right? I mean,
yeah, it's a great thing. It can get a little overwhelming because all these legal contracts that come in, and we're shooting it at them, and a lot of these legal terms and contracts that they see and disclosures that they see can be overwhelming. So it's always good to have someone on your side.
Yeah, and that's the reason why most people, when they're selling a house, will hire a real estate professional to kind of guide them through that, and that's what we're doing. So how do you feel about this house? Do you think we're going to get the price that our seller is looking for?
Yes, I mean 100%. We already got multiple offers at list and over list, so right now it's looking like we're going to get about 15, maybe 10 to 15K over our list price on this house.
Wow. Oh, so that's part of what the Three Keys Real Estate Group is all about. The reason that we call it the Three Keys is our three keys really are: number one, putting together a plan, putting together a strategy, a plan of action, and basically getting on the same page with our buyers or sellers with that plan to where everyone knows what's happening and our strategy is just bulletproof. The second key is basically executing on that plan. We're basically, not only are we going to put this strategy and plan in place for you if you're thinking about selling your home and you want to get the most amount of money for your home in the desired time frame with the least amount of hassle, but now after we put that plan in place, we're going to execute on that plan. We're actually going to do what we say. The integrity of the Three Keys Network, Three Keys Real Estate Group is amazing, and we truly want to do everything that we say because we know that our reputation is everything. So we're going to act on that plan that we put together for you. And then lastly, the third key, which is the inspiration for the name of our team, is actually finding results. So not only are we at the point where we're executing with this particular seller, but we're very confident that Now you're doing research on these offers that are coming in. We're not just taking the offers and saying, oh, we're just going to pick the one that has the highest price, but we're going to look at that pre-approval letter. Hey, Scott, how's it going? How's it going over there in Tampa? I just got back from Florida last week. I know it's going great. I love the weather out there. But back to what I was saying, not only are we executing on this plan, but we're doing everything we can to make sure that we can do the best possible, we can have the highest probability of finding those results. So just because it's the highest price offer doesn't necessarily mean that that buyer is going to perform. You're contacting the lender. You're taking a look at all of the terms in that offer, and you're kind of articulating and explaining that to our seller client to make sure that we're vetting that buyer, making sure that we have the highest chance of closing. So what does that look like? You call up the lender for the pre-approval letter that we're getting, and what kind of questions are you asking?
Just basically, I like to just have a conversation with him and feel him out, ask him, how strong the actual client is, and how far along the underwritten approval process is, and what are the conditions that we're waiting on to solidify a fully underwritten approval.
Yeah, so we're looking at, is this just a verbal pre-approval? Did they just tell you over the phone how much money they make, or has that lender actually collected documentation? Have they already collected their tax? Have they verified income? Have they ran their credit? Because that's one of the things that if you hire a listing agent, hire one of your realtors, you kind of want to make sure that they're doing, because if you only go off of a pre-approval letter that's just been verified over the phone and there's no actual documentation, and it just says pre-approved, there's a difference between pre-approved and pre-qualified. So we're asking that lender, how solid is this buyer? Are they a slam dunk, or is there still some items you need to collect to really make sure? And if we're advising our seller client on accepting an offer, we want to see how strong that pre-approval letter is if they're not cash, if they're getting financed. So that's just what we're working on here on Sunday, the Sunday grind. We're reviewing offers with our sellers. We're also expecting a counter offer back for one of our buyers who we've been out looking with in this competitive market under $300,000, and we're going to be putting another contract in the books this afternoon based on the verbal, what we've heard from the listing agent. So we're really excited for our buyers as soon as we receive that counter offer, and if it is what they say it is, we're going to be under contract on another property for our buyer side, and we're just out here making it happen. I hope that you guys are having an amazing Sunday. And I hope that if you watch this, if you're thinking about buying or selling, or even if you're another agent, you found a little bit of value in this video, at least how we're attacking our game plan, our strategy to represent our clients in the best light possible and give them the best chance of finding the results they're looking for when it comes to their real estate goals and either buying or selling a property here in Las Vegas. You guys, thanks for joining in on this video. We'll see you on the next one. 3keysrealestate.com. My name is Danny Fee, Keller Williams Real Estate. This is Kaleo Medeiros, Keller Williams Real Estate with the Fee Group, 3keysrealestate.com. We'll see you on the next video.